Hey, what's going on, guys? So it is finally here, the first official teaser trailer for my most anticipated film of my entire life, and that is none other than Star Wars Episode VII, The Force Awakens. And so many things about this trailer that I loved, and I'm going to talk all about it because I loved everything about this trailer, and it just touched a spot in my heart that just lit me up today, and I just feel so good about all of this right now. So the trailer kicks off, we're on Tatooine, and what better way than to do that? I mean, that is just instant excitement for Star Wars fans. You just fade into sand, and everybody's like, boom, Tatooine. And it's just like, that's it, man. That's all I need to see. Look, show me some sand. And I'm super excited just from looking at some sand. And you got this dark, ominous voice, it just comes in and just like, there has been an awakening. And follows it up with, have you felt it? And it's like, first of all, who is this person? Secondly, who are they talking to? My initial speculation on that is that it was the Emperor, and this 30 years later, if he's still around, maybe his voice is a little bit different, or maybe they masked it a little bit to not give his identity away or something. But it's something. It's some old figure that felt something. They got some presence in the Force, so we'll see where that's going. And we get our first look at John Boyega, who's dressed up as a stormtrooper. Now, I don't think John Boyega is a stormtrooper in this trilogy. Not at all. I think what that kind of was a callback to A New Hope, where, Luke and Han have to dress up as stormtroopers to infiltrate the Death Star. And I think similar thing. I think John Boyega had to dress up as a stormtrooper to do something. Maybe took an escape pod off an Imperial cruiser or something like that. Winds up on Tatooine, has no idea where the hell he is, but winds up stumbling across, Luke Skywalker, who's living his remaining years or just keeping to himself the same way Ben Kenobi did. And, that's the awakening in the light side that we hear about. It's John Boyega, and he is going to be the new hope moving forward. So that's my initial speculation on that. And then we get to see a new droid, which is really neat. It's kind of like something similar to an R2 unit, just spinning on a ball with the head kind of bobbling on top there. So that's cool, and it's cool to see some new droids and stuff. We get our first look at what the new stormtroopers officially going to look like. There was like that image that floated around what the helmet was going to look like, and that's what it is straight up. And I love it. It's like a modern, sleek look of that classic stormtrooper armor, and they look ready for battle. And, it'd be cool to see some stormtroopers that are a threat and can kick some ass, and I think we're going to get that in this movie. And we then get a look at Daisy Ridley, who's rumored to be Han and Leia's daughter, so we'll see where that goes. But she looks like she's in a sense of urgency, trying to go warn people or just get out of Dodge. So we'll see. Super cool. And then we get Oscar Isaac, who is an X-Wing pilot. And man, it's so cool to see all these throwbacks that we love. The Tatooine and, the X-Wings now. And that shot of the X-Wings going across the lake. Just, oh man, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful shot. And, then we get this Sith. It's like we're learning about the dark side now. Something awoke within the dark side. And we get the back look of this Sith who just walks up. And, initially, I think everybody probably thought it was, maybe not thought it was Darth Maul, but that was kind of like the initial look because it's like that raggedy cloak with a shorter kind of like real petite figure. So I'm just like, man, is that like Darth Maul or something? But just the way that he was walking just kind of had that just like that badass walk going on. And when he first pulls out that saber, it doesn't just, light it up. He throws his arm into it, just like, boom, just fires that bad boy up. And then the two little ends come out there, and I'm curious to see what those two ends are going to be used for. I can't imagine him just throwing that in there for look. I think that's got to have something to do. And I'm trying to think how that would be beneficial in a lightsaber battle and stuff. I've literally been debating about that like half my day. Like, how is that going to be used in lightsaber battles? But I guess, we're going to find out. And so then, the last line of dialogue in here is we find out that, the dark side, something has awakened, also something in the light side. And screen goes black. And one of the most amazing, beautiful things that could have ever possibly happened. Boom! Everything kicks in. You got the main title Star Wars music going, and the Millennium Falcon just takes flight. This beautifully choreographed shot. The camera's following the Falcon's spinning, the camera's spinning opposite of the Falcon. And right when you catch even with the Falcon, here comes two TIE fighters swooping in. You get that classic TIE fighter sound. Oh my God! Like, as soon as that happened, I got all welled up. I just completely lost it because it brought me back to my childhood. It was like I was watching Star Wars for the first time. It was just such an amazing, amazing thing. I absolutely love that shot. And to see the Falcon, TIE fighters, and X-Wings in action, oh man, it doesn't get better than that. So now to talk about a couple of the things that stood out for me in this trailer that I'm really excited for. First and foremost, the music. John Williams' score for Star Wars it's one of a kind. It is its own genre. When you hear a piece of Star Wars music, you know it's Star Wars music. It's just, he created his own genre of movie music, and it's just, I love the theme in the beginning of this. It just felt so familiar, and it was just like, God, I remember this in this scene in Star Wars. It just had just a beautiful feel to it. And kicking into the main title, just, the music was perfect to this. Secondly, the sound effects of everything. When the X-Wings are cruising, when Daisy Ridley, takes off on, kind of like that speeder bike, land speeder type thing, all the sound effects with everything, and the Falcon and the TIE fighters, and God dang it, just perfect. Those sound effects, that's another thing. That's a trait to Star Wars. When you hear those sounds, you know that that's Star Wars. It's just that classic sound of the lightsaber firing up. All the sound effects, spot on, perfect. And another thing that I really liked about this too that was really neat is when you see the Sith from the backside walking, it's in a snowy area and it's dark. And what I really like about that is one of my favorite scenes of Star Wars and my favorite lightsaber battle is when Luke and Vader fight on Cloud City. And I absolutely love that scene because there's so much emotion to it, and it's dark, and it's basically the silhouette of Luke and the silhouette of Vader fighting each other, and the glow of the lightsabers steals the scene. And if we get a lightsaber battle on that snowy, setting there with all those trees, and it's dark like that, and we just really get to focus in on the lightsabers, man, that'd be so awesome. I love that. I love it when it's dark because as you're walking, you're like, all right, who is this guy? And as soon as that red fires up, that draws all of your attention. It's like, boom, awesome. So all that stuff is great. This trailer is absolutely fantastic. I can't stop raving about this right now. We didn't get a look at the classic characters that we've all grown to love, and I think that's okay because they did a smart thing introducing some new characters and giving us the classic things we love. The shot on Tatooine, showing us the Falcon, TIE fighters, the X-Wings. Nobody knew the TIE fighters were going to be in this movie. The Empire's still got to be around to some extent, but now that we have TIE fighters, it's just like we know we're going to get all these classic ships that we're so used to seeing and just grown to love. And it's just, they did a good job with that. They gave us things that we loved about the original trilogy, but also gave us some new things to look forward to, for these next 3 films. So I love everything that this trailer has to offer. I think everything about it is perfect. I have 0 complaints about it, and I could just go on and on rambling about this for probably hours right now because I'm just totally tripping out about it. So I'm sure you guys have all seen the trailer by now, but what do you think about it? Leave me a comment. What was your favorite part about it? What are the things you're looking forward to in this movie based on this trailer? Just anything Star Wars that got you excited from this trailer and things that you expect or want to see. Just comment, let me know, and I'm just super excited for this. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you are new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe, and I will catch you all next time.